Hello everyone, this is Group 8 and I'm Puneeth Shivashankar. So we are here to provide a comprehensive overview of the security landscape of smart cities, identifying potential risks, and offering a deeper understanding of digital investigations in the context of these cities. So we'll also explore the challenges that smart cities face in terms of cybersecurity and digital forensics, underscoring the importance of developing efficient approaches to detect and prevent issues before they cause significant damage. Smart cities have a lot of components like smart grids, building automation systems, unmanned aerial aircraft, and smart vehicles that are networked and constantly sharing data. However, the increasing variability and importance of malicious risks and criminal misappropriations pose major security concerns. So, to protect the smart city from future incidents, we need to implement effective and end to end security measures. So, getting into the intro part, more than half of the world's population lives in cities, and this number is expected to keep increasing. It's a new way of planning and organizing cities to make life easier and better for people. So, what smart cities do is they connect different things together and make them work better with technology like Internet of Things, that is IoT. So, they help with things like transportation, energy management, safety, and healthcare. Smart cities employ various sensors, such as those used to monitor parking, traffic, noise levels, and street lighting, all of which are linked via IoT and saved in the cloud. Because of numerous interconnected components, smart cities are vulnerable to a wide range of cybersecurity threats that might put the entire city at danger. This poses a huge issue for digital forensic investigations, which rely on trustworthy data to recover and mitigate problems before they do harm. If in case a cyber attack happens against crucial components of a smart city infrastructure, the data must be first analyzed and the source of attack is determined using a defined forensic investigation process. So for now, we are just focusing on four elements of smart cities, which are smart grids, building automation systems, unmanned aerial vehicles, and smart vehicles. So the first element is a smart grid. This technology is a new approach to energy management that has the potential to reduce costs. The advanced energy meters like smart meters allow consumers to share information about their energy consumption. Data storage in the cloud can assist in managing the massive volumes of data created by smart grids and also detecting anomalous activity that may suggest an attack. This, however, implies that the smart grid is vulnerable to cyber attacks. Smart grid risks can impact network availability, data integrity, and privacy, and the system's components provide multiple entry points for attackers. Smart grid technology can monitor a household's energy use trends, revealing personal information about the residents and the products they use. As this data is stored in the cloud and can be accessed by hackers, precautions must be taken to ensure privacy. So, the power outages can also happen when smart grids get attacked, which interrupts device communication. So, to ensure the system's continuing operation, it is very critical to defend the smart grid and investigate any security breaches. Another issue that can be recognized by studying smart meter consumption logs is electricity theft, which can assist in preventing major problems and aid in investigations. A smart grid helps in preventing problems and protect privacy by forensically processing and treating warnings and records as well. So, my friend Ademola will be continuing with the next topic.
Okay, I'm going to be talking about building automation systems. I'm going to be explaining what building automation systems are used for, the threats that occur with building automation systems and how we can prepare and solve those threats. BAS building automation systems, they are used to manage and control multiple holding services such as HVAC, CCTV, lighting, water, and energy systems. They are exposed to some threats faced by traditional IT-based networks and protocols, including denial of service and complete building control takeover. BAS protocols are inherently insecure due to the amount of trust they give to sensors and controllers, making source authentication generally non-existent in BAS protocols. BAS interconnection can lead to a range of security vulnerabilities, including physical damage, denial of service, and explicit trust in sensors and controllers, among others. BAS, one useful thing BAS can be used to do is it can act as a pivot point into the cloud to carry out traditional ICT attacks such as a data filtration. Forensic preparation and handling of BAS can help prevent major problems and facilitate digital investigation for forensics. On this next slide, we'll be talking about unmanned aerial vehicles security. UAVs or drones, they are now widely used in civilian and commercial applications with various features. And the use of drones is expected to impact smart cities significantly, providing a platform to provide services and gather data as sensors for an interconnected city. However, security features of civilian-grade drones are limited and depend on cost, making them vulnerable to cyber threats. Studies have shown that civilian drones often use unsecured communication methods, allowing for remote hijacking, connection denial, video interception, and total control takeover by adversaries. The trusted nature of drone hardware and controllers also makes them vulnerable to attacks where an adversary can gain full control of the device or impact its operability. So this is how UAVs can be compromised and they can be cyber attacked, and the digital data generated by UAVs can be used for as evidence in digital investigations, making it important for smart cities to have processes in place to handle UAVs as a source of digital evidence. The next slide will be on smart vehicles. Smart vehicles use Ethernet protocols for higher bandwidth and integration with consumer devices and with the cloud. Unified Diagnosis Services (UDS) protocol and OBT port allow for diagnostics and communication with the vehicle network. Intelligent vehicles report status and location to base stations, useful in digital investigations. In cyber security, a major concern for self-driving smart cars, with network segregation and security measures needed to integrate smart vehicles with the cloud. Smart Vehicle Network Protocol design takes a vendor-agnostic approach for standardized integration of security features. Threats faced by smart vehicles include physical interception, abuse, malicious code, and data threats. Handling incidents involving smart vehicles while preserving personal privacy of individual drivers is a challenging forensic and preparedness and digital investigation. This last slide is on IoT sensors, Internet of Things. Internet of Things involves connecting smart devices like sensors and vehicles to networks such as the Internet to create a smart city. IoT sensors monitor various phenomena and respond to changes in the smart city environment to enable efficient operations. Smart parking, structural health, noise, urban maps, smartphone detection, electromagnetic field levels, traffic congestion, smart lighting, waste management, and smart roads are 9 categories of IoT sensors present in smart cities. Maintaining security is a challenge in integrating IoT sensors into the smart city environment with security threats such as confidentiality and integrity compromise. Eavesdropping, data loss, availability compromise, and remote exploitation. Sensory data has a high forensic value and is useful for investigations. Much of the data generated by IoT devices is stored in the cloud.
Looking at cloud storage in smart cities, the data that has been generated by the entities and components previously mentioned is stored in the cloud due to the need of easy accessibility. However, this creates uncertainty over the accuracy of the data and jeopardizes its admissibility as forensic evidence. This is due to the threats of storing data in the cloud. In the next slide, we'll look deeper into these threats. However, they include but are not limited to data leakages, insecure APIs, DOS attacks, and malware injections. Taking a deeper look into these threats, data leakages are caused by the personnel of third-party cloud providers having access to that data, while APIs are how software and applications communicate with the cloud and send data. APIs need authentication, access control, encryption, activity logging, as well as monitoring mechanisms to secure its data. DOS attacks are common as unveiling smart city infrastructure is publicly accessible through third-party hosting. And system vulnerabilities cannot be addressed due to smart cities not having their own control on management and security aspects through third-party cloud providers. Turning our attention to digital forensic investigations and its challenges, the interconnectedness of smart cities makes for complex data streams, especially lots of the data not matching up and not formatting coming from different streams, such as IoT is a whole nother thing of its own. And IoT devices that are not always in the same network can contain different application structures and be hard to condense. In addition, the third-party cloud providers do not have to be located physically in the same jurisdiction as the cities. Therefore, jurisdiction does become a challenge when identifying server locations and accessing the data needed to conduct investigations. With the rise in smart mobile devices such as smartphones and wearable technologies, the forensics landscape is changing, and with more cloud-based solutions, it's no longer based just off of physical devices that normally used to contain removable storage devices and the ability to be powered off. With the emergence of smartphones and applications, it makes locating incriminating evidence much harder as users have their own ability to install and manage applications within the device, as well as a growing stress on consumer protection and privacy is making masking of their data more common, which is leading to delays in forensic analysis and even some loss of trails. Smart city digital forensics is raising a lot of complex issues as it is in unprecedented practice at the moment. These issues stem from privacy to utilizing multiple devices to gather facts. And evidence types are expanding from the well-known standardized file formats to more complex data streams. However, with all these challenges comes a plethora of new avenues of evidence. This evidence is relating to movement, activities, and behaviors of individuals. New connected sensory apparatuses are now replacing CCTV where it is not available and being used as admissible evidence, as well as we have examples of air quality sensors that have identified individual vehicles now in the absence of CCTV and linking individuals. Looking at data formatting and logs, when it comes to smart cities and interconnected devices, the Data, especially from IoT devices, comes through very unformatted and not able to use. So forensic scientists now have to really focus on reformatting the data into a usable format. And the size of the data is now varying case to case depending on how many connected devices are being utilized. On the other hand, in continuing with the challenges of smart cities now, is that all these connected city components and cloud data is now prone to jamming and jamming attacks that can disrupt or manipulate streams of data into the cloud, making it very difficult to trace and perform forensic analysis. As well as the biggest complication to creating countermeasures for that is the need for real-time data analysis of the entire smart grid to identify attempts of breaching or penetrating the network.
Hello, my name is Snehit Sharma, and I'll be talking about the difficulties and dangers of cloud forensics in relation to smart cities. Smart city components that gather cloud data are susceptible to security concerns. Network assaults, data leakage, and malware infiltrations are few of them. Due to the dynamic nature of cloud data and geographical boundaries that may affect investigation, cloud forensics is more difficult and time consuming than traditional digital forensics. The need for strong security measures, difficulties in gathering and preserving cloud data for various type of cloud forensics, difficulties with evidence preservation and verification, or legal and regulatory considerations are some of them. There has to be specialized knowledge, adherence to regulatory standards, appropriate use of tools and procedures, and industry-wide standardization initiatives are required to overcome these obstacles. The integrity, trustworthiness, and admissibility of cloud forensic evidence in court proceedings must be guaranteed. Now let's look at a case study. Imagine a situation when an unlawful driver enters a smart city and tries to evade all traffic enforcement measures. In the first scenario, it's possible that the car isn't a smart one and it's going beyond the council set speed restrictions. IoT sensors installed along the route will identify the abnormality in this case and quickly notify the incident response team. The data analysis engine analyzes the sensory input before sending it to the central cloud where it finds the violation. The required data from the cloud is then used to inform the traffic control authority, in this case the police, and the necessary tactical action is taken to handle the problem. Let's now explore the second scenario in which a smart car is the violating vehicle. The driver will automatically be warned of the imminent risk of speeding via the vehicle controls in order to update numerous information like its location, speed, passenger count. The smart car will also interact with the cloud. The vehicle can be warned and led using a UAV, unmanned aerial vehicle. Based on this information, or pertinent law enforcement officers may be sent to take action to manage the vehicles and traffic. Smart city technologies have a lot of potential for improving incident responses and traffic control. Traffic offences may be effectively monitored and managed with the use of iris sensors, cloud data analysis, and smart cars. To guarantee appropriate implementation and adherence to regulatory standards, it is crucial to overcome the difficulties posed by these technologies. Looking at the risk involved with the collection, transmission, and storage of criminal data from moving targets in a smart city, as well as the difficulties in preserving cybersecurity in such circumstances. Data confidentiality can be violated if the vehicle data is eavesdropped on while being sent to the cloud, which is one of the biggest dangers. The data being transferred from the car to the cloud might be intercepted by thieves, giving them access to confidential data without authorization. A compromise in data integrity might also come from tampering with in-transit data. The accuracy and dependability of the data being communicated might be compromised by criminal manipulation. Additionally, IoT sensor failure might be problematic for smart cities. IoT sensor hardware issue can cause data loss or erroneous data, which can affect how well data analysis and investigation procedures work. Strong security measures must be put in place to solve these issues. In the event of a key compromise, routine encryption key renewal can reduce the danger of persistent sensor data manipulation. Maintaining a secure transmission connection, such as those used by IPsec for network security, is necessary to guarantee the confidentiality and integrity of data while it is in transit. After the data is recovered, forensic investigators are essential in using the data to analyze it and find answers to the investigation's most important issues. This might entail checking the data's accuracy, spotting any manipulation or tampering, and gathering pertinent evidence to aid the inquiry. Maintaining cybersecurity in smart city environments is a crucial concern, especially when it comes to the collection, transfer, and storage of illegal data from automobiles. The security and integrity of data can be seriously compromised by eavesdropping and IoT sensor failures. However, we can reduce these dangers and guarantee the efficacy of investigations in a smart city context by putting in place strong security measures and integrating forensic investigators in the data analysis process. Analyzing data in a smart city environment to quickly react to issues and stop threats. Determining the time it will take the police to respond in order to contain the event is one of the essential components of data analysis. Law enforcement may learn more about the sequence of events and choose the best reaction option by evaluating data from a variety of smart city sources, including smart cars, UAVs, and IoT sensors. Additionally, information gleaned from several sources can be used to pinpoint the perpetrator's specific driving movements. The investigative process might be aided by analyzing data since it can provide vital facts about the perpetrator's route, speed, and other pertinent information. This is one such example of one table where if you look at the columns, it has smart grids, BAS, UAV, smart vehicles, IoT sensors, cloud, and it has all the data. For example, if it has security threats, what are those data sources? What are the forensic data level of requirements, and what are the challenges it has? For example, if you take a look at smart vehicles, the security threats might be data security, communication jamming, physical threat, and data sources are GPS, event data recorders. Forensic data can be connected device logs, GPS data, and challenges might be validity of retrieved log data and authorized access to vehicle data. So there are the all of the data literature. This is one such examples. I want to highlight a few significant issues that could come up while forensically examining the data from smart cities. In order to guarantee the validity and correctness of the investigative process, these questions are essential. Whether log data or memory dumps can be recovered from certain devices is one of the important concerns. The actions and events that take place on smart city equipment such as IoT sensors, smart cars, and other connected devices might be useful information that can be found in log files and memory dumps. These files may be accessed and examined or reveal vital details on the chronology and order of events pertaining to the incident under inquiry. Whether data kept by for-profit cloud service providers can be accessed and or retrieved is another crucial concern. The forensic investigation principles must also be used in order to safeguard the integrity of the evidence and make sure that the investigation's result can withstand legal examination, proper handling, and preservation of data. The ideal level of forensic readiness of preparation for a particular smart city service must also be determined. In order to guarantee the accuracy and integrity of the investigation process, these issues must be addressed and the forensic investigation principles must be used. Law enforcement can use efficiently investigate events and safeguard the security of smart city services by appropriately retrieving and analyzing data from individual devices and cloud providers, preserving evidence integrity and maintaining a high degree of forensic preparation. To conclude, it is clear that data transmission and storage security are essential for maintaining forensically significant evidence in cybercrime investigations in smart cities. Furthermore, data must be kept secret, have integrity checks, and be simple to access in order to be valuable in forensic investigation. This guarantees that the data is trustworthy and unaltered. Maintaining robust security measures and forensic readiness is essential to enhancing the security of the ICT infrastructure in smart cities and preventing cybercrime incidents. This entails building forensic ready procedures, putting in place strong security measures, and giving forensic investigators the tools and resources they need. We can strengthen the security of our smart cities and make the world a safer place for everyone by using the evidence generated from the smart city data. It is crucial that we give data transmission and storage security top priority while also maintaining the security measures and forensic readiness. Thank you.